Hello, this is Moxie with Squibler, and I'm going to give you an introduction to how to start your screenwriting or script project with Squibler and some insight into the AI and how to use the Smart Writer. So when you go to squibler.io, the homepage will have this on it, Write and Publish Stories with AI, and then you can click Start for free. This is going to take you to an option about asking what you're going to write today. So are you writing a book, a screenplay, a script, a short story, or are you just testing Squibler out? We're going to click Screenplay. And then there are three ways that you can start your project. You can generate a personalized outline with AI. You can use our templates. Or if you already have an outline, a draft, a treatment, you can click Continue here and upload your work in progress. I'm going to go ahead and show you what generate an outline looks like. So you can enter your title here. It's optional. You don't have to have a title. I'm going to put Big Fin. I'm going to pretend I'm writing a screenplay, a children's screenplay. And it says, what is your screenplay going to be about? Big Fin is about a young fish named Gus who wants to leave his home in the pond and explore the big river. So once I have my description, the way that I like it, I can click Create an Outline. And the AI is going to take my idea and create a long outline from it that's divided into 5 acts. Each one of those acts is going to have summaries in it that you can then use in the Smart Writer to generate your screenplay. Okay, and here you can see that it's divided into 5 acts, Act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This follows the standard 5-act structure for screenplays. And then you'll have an introduction where we're introduced to Gus, who is a young and curious fish. We'll see that he's yearning for exploration, that his family is opposed to the idea, the river is calling him, he decides to depart, he discovers the river is dangerous, and so forth. If I like what I've got here in my outline, I could just click Create Project from Outline in the blue box at the bottom right. So that's how you can start with an outline. If you decide to do that, you're going to be taken right into the editor in Squibler, and your project will start there. We'll take a look at general templates next. And you'll see that we have several genres: general, action, adventure, comedy, horror, tragedy, quest, or you could start from a blank template. I'm going to click on quest because that seems similar to what I'm trying to do. And you'll see here again, we have the 5-act structure. And Star Wars is our example here of a quest movie. It follows this structure. And what happens here is that instead of summaries about your project, you have some hints about what's in each part of these acts. So the part 1 is the call to adventure. And this is where Luke Skywalker is on Tatooine as the example, and he gets called to, go fight against the evil empire. You'll see that it has assembling the team when Luke Skywalker finds his allies and Han Solo and Obi-Wan and so forth. So if you want to use this, you can click again, Create Project from Outline. This is going to take you into the editor, and you can begin your project this way. And just as a reminder, if you already have work that you've started, you can click Continue here and upload your work as well. So now I'm going to go into the program itself, and I'll log in. And this is what our dashboard looks like. Let me pull myself over here. You'll see that on the left side, you will see if you have notifications, if you're collaborating with someone, or you've shared your work. The home icon, you can open templates again if you want to start a new project. You can start projects. You can see if something has been shared with you. You can look at all of your folders, and then you can also check the trash in case you accidentally delete something. You can also create a fresh draft here or import your documents from the dashboard as well. I have 3 projects I'm working on here. I'm going to click on the Screenplay Big Fin, and this is going to take me into the editor. So you'll see I've got some AI generated art for my project, and then my first act starts here. If I want to rename my document, you'll see how I have Screenplay Big Fin. If I want to rename it, I'll click the 3 dots here, and I can rename. I could share the entire document. I can add files and folders here. And that's the same for the rest of these folders too. I can use the three dots to rename. If I share from here, I'm just going to be sharing this one section. I can delete, and I can also change the order of my acts by dragging them around if I'd like to. So that's how you rename and share your documents. And now I'm going to show you how to add elements to your work. You'll use these to direct the AI, if you use the guided writer, to use specific characters, objects, or settings in your screenplay. So this is very helpful for organizing your screenplay for the AI and Squibler. So go to elements. You'll see that a plus mark appears here. I'm going to click that and click element. When I do that, this pop-up box will appear. And I can use the drop down to choose if I want a character, an object, a setting, or you can do a custom element as well. I'm going to click character. I'm going to add Dizzy, the dragonfly, to my cast list. You could put a nickname if you'd like to. Dizzy is a grasshopper who lives in the small pond. So this is a good enough description to help the AI understand what this character is. It's better to put more information. The more that you put, the better for the AI to understand what you want out of it. You can also generate an image for your element. So it's going to take the information I've put in and then come up with 4 images for me. Okay, and you'll see I've got these 4 dragonflies here. I'm going to pick one that I like, save my image, and then save it, and it will be added to my elements. If I want to change one or delete it, I just click on the element, and you'll see on the right side here, I can delete or edit the element to suit my needs. I'm going to go back into my document. And now we're going to take a look at how to use elements and the Smart Writer. So now I'm working on the right side of the screen where the lightning bolt icon is. That's the Smart Writer icon. And you'll see we have auto and guided. I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor where I want the auto feature to work. So depending on where you want to add your text for the auto writing, you'll put your cursor in that particular area. You do need to have about 20 words of text generated so that the AI can know what the story is and where you're going. So I'm going to put my cursor at the beginning here behind my first introduction in the pond. And I have it on write and auto, and then I'll click generate. So what's going to happen is that I get 2 choices here. So this is one example of what the AI can generate. It's already using the correct screenplay writing format. And it's looking at creating a scene in the pond during the daytime where Gus is looking at his surroundings. I have 2 options. I've got these 2 that I can read over to see which one I like better. I can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. This is really helpful for the AI to understand what it is that you want from it. I can insert, or I can use the copy icon if I want to copy and then paste somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and click insert. And you'll see that it's created a new scene for me in blue with the AI. If I want to keep each part, I can just click on it and it will turn black. It's blue, so you can differentiate between what's new and what you already had. So that's how you would use the auto feature. And now I'm going to show you how to use the guided writer features. So again, I'm going to go to the area I want, and I'm going to click on guided. And now I'm going to click write and click on write. Okay, yeah, here we go on the guided writer. So this is different from the auto in that it's not automatically generated for you. You're going to put a prompt about what you want the AI to write about. So I'm going to put Gus is playing a game with his friend Dizzy the dragonfly. In this case, I'm going to use the elements because I want specific characters in this scene. So I'm going to click on Gus. I'm going to click on Dizzy, the dragonfly, and then I'll click on my setting. The location is the pond. And here I can toggle the creativity level. Since I'm doing fiction, I'm going to put it at almost the most creative. And then I could set the tone. Do I want it to be objective, humorous, serious, sarcastic, optimistic? I'm going to click humorous since this is a child's screenplay. And then you have the narrative perspective. Do you want first, third, omniscient, stream of consciousness, epistolary, multiple perspectives, or interactive? I'm going to put third. And again, the AI is going to generate several options for me. So you can see here, I have this long scene written two different ways that I can add to my script. And we have Gus with Dizzy, and they're playing a game together. So it's done exactly what I've asked it to do. And again, I can give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. I can insert it. I can copy it. If I click over here, it looks like I've lost it. Don't worry, you're not going to lose your work. You just look at where it says Smart Writer up here on the top right. You'll see the clock icon. It's the history icon. If I click on this, the Squibler's AI is going to keep everything that I've asked it to do. So this is the prompt I just did, the guided writer, and I still have my two options for this that I asked from my elements that were Dizzy and Gus. So I can still copy it and add it. I won't lose my work if I accidentally click somewhere and it looks like I've lost it. The next feature I want to show you is visualize. So for here, you will highlight the area you want the AI to take a look at. This feature is very useful for screenplay writing because you can see how something might look. So I'm highlighting the part about a small pond teeming with life, and I'm going to click visualize. So the AI has taken what I've written about, and it's come up with this lovely image of a pond that looks like something that these animals would live in. You can also create a video. It'll be a short clip of a video that you can insert, and you can insert either photos or videos. And again, thumbs up or thumbs down if you want to teach the AI what you're looking for. The next feature is generate a scene. This is very similar to the guided writer, where you give a description. You add the elements, your characters and the scene and the objects you want in a scene. The difference here is the dialogue balance. And screenplays use a lot of dialogue, so you'll probably be spending a lot of time using this feature for your screenplay or script. So you can toggle this from 0 to 100%. If you want the scene to be completely full of dialogue, you can do that. You can toggle the creativity level again, least to most. You can set the tone. We've taken a look at this: humorous, serious, sarcastic, optimistic, objective. And again, you can prompt the narrative perspective: first, third, omniscient, and so forth. So this is how you would use the create a scene function. Go back to the Smart Writer here. We'll take a look at rewrite next. Let's say that you're on your revising part of your writing process. You can highlight the area you want to rewrite, and then you have the choice to rephrase. You can make something shorter. You can use show, not tell. You can have more inner conflict. Perhaps one of your characters is struggling with something internally. You can make a scene more intense, or you can do a custom feature as well. So this is very useful for when you're editing. I'm going to hit rephrase. And you'll see again, it's going to give me two options. And I can give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. I can insert it, or I can copy it and put it somewhere else if I would like to. So that's how you use the rewrite function. Next is describe. Here you have the 5 senses: sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, and metaphor. I'm going to do sight and maybe sound. I feel like those would be really good for a screenplay about a pond that's got a lot of life in it. And so in the first instance, the AI is going to come up with sight-based description for me. And in the second, it'll come up with sound-based descriptions for me. So you'll see here, it says sight and then sound. Frogs croak in the distance, their deep voices echoing across the water. Insects buzz around, the sounds that you would expect to hear in a pond. So again, I can give it thumbs up or thumbs down and use the one that I prefer. I can insert it and copy it, whichever I'd like to do. The next function is expanding. So let's say I want to expand this short introduction to the scene. I would just highlight the area, click expand. And you'll see the AI is going to take what I have here and expand on what I have, which is really helpful as well if you're trying to finish a scene and flesh it out. Okay, the final thing in the Smart Writer is Ask Me Anything. Normally, when you are doing research for a project, you have to open another browser tab, and then you can go Google something or use Bing or a search engine of your choice to find your answer. Here, the AI has it for you. You just ask your prompt here. You can ask the question, and then you can get your answer in list paragraph, list form, paragraph form, one sentence, and you can also explore opinions. You can do fact checking or brainstorming. Once you do this, your answer will appear in blue at the bottom of your page where you've asked the question. So that's a really useful feature as well. I want to point out that when you highlight a section, this black bar will show up. These are the most frequently used prompts in our AI: rewrite, describe, expand, visualize. So you have the same ones in this black bar with a few more when you do the pull down on the Smart Writer. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how our project manager works. I'm going to click on list at the top of the toolbar. I'm going to click my entire screenplay so you can see what this looks like. It's going to show our progress and a lot of other things in the project manager. So it shows you the chapters here, the acts here. If I'm collaborating, it says assignee, you can click on here and assign this by emailing somebody. You can invite them via email. You can also do this with people who are reading for you if you want to share it with them. You can also set up a due date. You can put the status of your project. It's in progress. Is it first draft, revised draft, and so forth. You can put the targeted amount of words you have for a section. You see I have 300 here, and it shows you your achieved words. I've only achieved 2. So my progress is very, very low here. And you'll see it's a little bit higher in my other chapters. You can prioritize things in your project manager. Yellow is for high priority, blue is for normal, and then you can clear it, of course, with the X. You can label your chapters different colors or your acts different colors. This is really useful because it shows up on the left side here, so you can differentiate between your sections easily. And then you can give yourself a rating. I'm not anywhere close to finish with my first section, so I'm giving it 1 star. Perhaps I like how the first act is going, so I might give it 2 stars, and so forth. This is really helpful when you're editing, so you can look quickly to see which areas need work. I'm going to return back to the editor now, and I want to show you the target icon at the bottom here. It looks just like a target. When you click on that, this button is going to come up, and you can list your goals for each section, for each file by word count, or you can do a daily goal. I'm going to say that I want to write 500 words today. You'll see that I've put my progress bar on green. It's customizable. The default color is blue. If I want this to show up while I'm writing, I click Show Allowance in Progress Bar and then click OK. And you'll see my progress bar here at the bottom. And it looks like I've met my goal for this section. So that's some of the features that we have in the editor. I want to help you take a look at what's under File. You can begin a new project here. You can open a project. You can make a copy. You can share a project with someone else. You can attach it to email. You can see the version history you're working on. You can rename your project. You can put a project thumbnail if you need that for your project. With export, you can export to a PDF. You can use a text file, which is good for Pages and Mac. You can use a document for Word docs, Google Docs. You can export as a Kindle if you're ready to upload it to Amazon. And you can do the print option here, but this isn't to print to your computer. When you click on that, this will come up. If you have the annual plan, you get a hard copy of your work from Squibler. So what you'll do is finalize your project. You'll submit a printing form. You get final approval on the layout and how it looks. You'll select your cover design, and then you'll receive a hard copy in a couple of weeks from Squibler. And it's really nice to hold a copy of your work in your hands when you're finished. It feels really good to have a finished product. I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and I just want to point out that we do have a Discord community for you to join. It's up here at the top right of your screen on the dashboard. This will help you get tips and tricks from Squibler. You can report bugs. You can talk to other writers. You can watch webinars on different topics about publishing and producing your work. And we have lots of other fun goodies for you there. You can also, if you click on the question mark, you'll see that we have tutorials and a knowledge center here too. So there are short videos for you to watch if you want to learn some more about other features of Squibler. So that is the conclusion of our introduction to how to write a screenplay. I hope you all have a good time working with the application, and I look forward to seeing your work on stage or on screen. Bye.